Σύντροφοι και συντρόφισσες,
Dear comrades,
ευχαριστούμε πολύ το Κομμουνιστικό Κόμμα Ιρλανδίας για την πρόσκληση να παρευρεθούμε και να μιλήσουμε σε αυτή τη σημαντική εκδήλωση.
we would like to thank the Communist Party of Ireland for inviting us to attend and contribute to today's event.
Χαιρετίζουμε την παρουσία του Κομμουνιστικού Κόμματος Πορτογαλίας και του Κομμουνιστικού Κόμματος Βρετανίας που είναι μαζί μας.
We also welcome the Communist Party of Portugal and the Communist Party of Britain who are present here today.
Εκ μέρους του Κομμουνιστικού Κόμματος Ελλάδας θα κάνουμε προσπάθεια να φωτίσουμε τα θέματα της εκδήλωσης και να συμβάλλουμε με την πείρα μας στην κοινή μας προσπάθεια.
On behalf of our party, we will make an effort to shed light on the theme of the event and contribute with our experience to our common effort.
Μελετάμε την πείρα της ανάπτυξης της ταξικής πάλης στις άλλες χώρες και θέλουμε να θέσουμε ορισμένα ζητήματα από την αντιμονοπολιακή, αντικαπιταλιστική πάλη του ΚΚΕ και του ΠΑΜΕ, του ταξικού κινήματος, της κοινωνικής συμμαχίας εργατικής τάξης και των λαϊκών στρωμάτων στην Ελλάδα.
We studied the experience of the development of the class struggle in other countries and we want to raise some issues from the anti-capitalist, anti-monopoly struggle of the KKE and PAME, the class-oriented movement, the social alliance of the working class and the popular strata in Greece. So, capitalist development and crisis, the two sides of the same coin. Before the outbreak of the capitalist crisis, before 2009, the Communist Party of Greece played a primary role in major struggles. We were telling to the workers not to trust the bourgeoisie and opportunist parties, parties that supported the EU one-way street. To properly understand the anti-people EU strategy, which especially since the early 90s has been tearing up the labour and pension rights, along with bourgeois governments of its member states. We informed the people that the capitalist crisis, the crisis of over-accumulation of capital, is created within the framework of capitalist development. Even before the crisis, the working class and the people strata experienced the austerity, the attack against the wages, the pensions and the social rights. Despite those great struggles that took place, the workers' people's movement, with the responsibility of the employer and government-led trade unionism, the forces of social democracy and opportunism, was not well prepared in order to face the difficulties of the capitalist crisis, the frontal attack of the forces of capital. Those developments indicate the great requirements of the class struggle. In 2009, when the capitalist crisis occurred, the attack of capital and its parties, the attack of the EU escalated, with painful consequences for the workers, men and women, and the popular strata. The three-party government of Nea Demokratia, the Conservative Party, PASOK, the Social Democrats, a Democratic Left and Opportunist Party, which emerged from the elections of 2012, uses the capitalist crisis to reduce the price of labour power in order to secure the profits of the ship owners, the industrialists, the bankers. The coalition government launched the new anti-worker, anti-people measures. The official unemployed rate jumped to 27% and to more than 64% among the young people. The doctrine of law and order, the anti-people laws, authoritarianism and repression are designed to strike against every step for the regroupment of the working people movement. This situation sets new tasks for our party, for the organization of the struggle. Our party exposes the real character of the capitalist crisis as a crisis of overproduction and overaccumulation of capital, which is unable to find a profitable way out in the capitalist market. It stresses that the debt is not the cause but the result of the anti-people political line of plutocracy. We insist on the slogan that the monopolists, not the people, should pay for the crisis. Today, all the proposals of social democracy and opportunism put forward as magical solutions for a way out of the crisis, like Eurobonds, financial transaction tax, and etc., are adopted by the front of EU, of the bourgeois governments of the member states, by parties of capitals and sections of monopolies. As long as monopoly capital and its power are dominant, all the formulas of bourgeois management become a bulldozer that sweeps away the lives and rights of working people and a lifeline for the profits of the plutocracy and the position of the EU capital. whatever form of management is being imposed, whether the fiscal adjustment or the so-called expansive management that opens the tap for more money to the monopoly groups, whether the implementation of the memorandum is prologued or there is a new haircut of the debt, a new loans, or a return to national currencies, or another version of the euro, or other reluctant variant, it will not abolish the reduction in wages, pensions, and social services. It will not abolish unemployment and poverty. No management proposals respond to the problems of the working class and the popular strata. Neither the proposal of the current coalition government nor the proposal of Syriza, since they are both integrated in the strategy in favour of the monopolies and the EU. The one-sided critique of Germany, the cries about betraying the nation and subservience have nothing to do with the real interests of the people. They exonerate the bourgeoisie of the country and capitalism. It is a political line that seeks to obscure the fact that the subordinate, intermediate position of a country in a capitalist alliance, from which the unequal relations of its members flow, does not invalidate the shared strategic interests upon which the alliance is formed. So what is the role of the Communist Party in the development of the working people's struggle? Despite the negative correlation of forces, KKE offer its forces for the organization of labor popular struggles in factories, businesses, trade unions, schools, universities, professional schools, in the places of residence. KKE plays a pivotal role in the daily struggles. The militant initiatives of PAME, its actions and struggles as a whole, the battle in the workplaces and sectors, contributed to the formation of a militant vanguard, which can help regroup the labor movement. In the recent Congress of the Labour Center of Athens, the biggest second-level trade union organization in Greece, the forces of PAME emerged as the first force. The 9-month strike by the steelworkers, the national-wide and international dimension of the moral and material solidarity shown to the strikers was also characteristic. Through the leading activity of the forces of PAME in the recent period, intense strike battles were organized, for example by the seafarers, who clashed with state authoritarianism, the food industry and meat sector, where the class-orientated federations struggled for the collective agreements and organized class confrontations in many workplaces. We are in the front line of the daily struggle for the defense of the collective bargaining agreements, of the social security system, the pensions, the wages, the protection of the unemployed, the exemption of the indebted households from heavy taxes. We are in the forefront of the struggle for education, health, the prevention of privatizations. We widely open the discussion with our people and youth about how to get out of this vicious cycle of the economic crisis of the capitalist system. Ahead of us lies greater demands concerning the organization of the struggles. The huge army of the unemployed, and particularly in certain industries, is a powerful lever of pressure utilized by the employers and the government against the employees. The opponent intervenes and creates new barriers, a new governmental trade unionism. The employer-led trade unionism continually refines and updates its tactics. We are required to plan more carefully when it comes to our activity in the factories, the workplaces, in the places of work, to decisively confront the anti-communist campaign, which is the official ideology of the European Union and is getting intensified in our country. The effort to reform the bourgeoisie political system. The sense of euphoria cultivated by the three-party government and the articles in the foreign press that the President of New Democracy and Prime Minister in Greece, Samaras, has written, for a bankruptcy that bankruptcy is a barrier of hope, does not touch the 1.5 million unemployed and generally the working people and the youth. The Greek Prime Minister expressed his admiration for the Irish model, declaring that Greece should also follow the same route towards recovery. Some years ago, others also said that the famed Irish miracle, the Celtic Tiger, should serve as an example for us. However, Not only did this miracle not lead to popular prosperity, but it was also based on capitalist investments with enormous tax exceptions, while salaries remained static for more than a decade, with dramatic reductions for the health system and the other social benefits. Everybody knows what followed next, both in Ireland and Greece, and the workers and the popular families mainly experienced it in both countries. The high growth rates that were based on the abolition of the workers' people's rights of the workers themselves led to a new deep capitalist crisis, to memorandums and new harsh anti-people measures. Today, the Irish government is celebrating because at the beginning of this year they returned to the markets. The Greek government says that they will do the same by following the Irish example. The political line of Syriza, that a government formed by it will negotiate and will contribute to the humanization of the EU through an alliance of the capitalist countries of the South, is also false and dangerous. They replicate proposals which have recently been tasted in Cyprus and in countries in Latin America and have led the people to enormous losses. Recycle the public debts, but also strengthen the private and state monopoly groups. Syriza praises the so-called honest business practices and competitiveness. They give the credentials to the Greek Federation of Enterprises and the monopolies. In Syriza's proposals on alliances and a left government, or a salvation government as they call it, they are being supported both openly and off-stage by sections of the bourgeoisie. They admire the policy of Obama with the millions of poor, unemployed and homeless people. They nod in the direction of the USA and other imperialist forces, which try to get their hands on the wealth and energy resources of the country and the public property that is being privatized for their own interest. When New Democracy, the Conservative Party, and Syriza talk about the development, they both talk about capitalist development, which brings profits to the monopolies and starvation wages, new taxes, mass employment, poverty and misery for the working people, especially for the young and women, as well as the closing down of the shops of the self-employed and driving off poor farmers from their land. The reserves of the bourgeoisie political system are being utilized for the manipulation of the labor movement, for the reformation of the bourgeois political system. The Nazi anti-communist formation, Golden Dawn, is preparing and training for its most basic mission, which is to play the role of contemporary black shirt troops against the labor and people's movement in order to break it and thus protect the interests of the capitalist system. This is why Golden Dawn must be decisively confronted by the labor and people's movement. Fascism, racism, xenophobia are creations of the capitalist system which breeds them. The EU and the bourgeois governments cultivate the vulgar equation of fascism and communism and the theory of the two extremes. They create legislation in order to strike against the communist parties, to criminalize the communist ideology and the activity of the communists. Some conclusions we were discussing in our 90th Congress. Dear comrades, in our 90th Congress, which had a slogan, People's Alliance, the people's in power, socialism is necessary and timely, we elaborated a political proposal. The People's Alliance can mobilize the great majority of the people who suffer. It can express in a single direction the struggle of the working class and the poor farmers, the self-employed, the youth, the pensioners, the popular families. The People's Alliance defends the people's right. It struggles for the people's gain, but has a clear anti-capitalist and anti-monopoly orientation. Its struggle is directed towards the overthrow of the power of the monopolies. This is why the alliance strategy of Kukué is under attack by the opponent, because it is the direction of conflict and rupture with the power of the monopolies, and it paves the way for the workers' people's power economy. The capitalist crisis in the EU is underway. There are concerns in leading circles of EU and other imperialist centers and unions such as USA, IMF and OECD regarding the necessary management formula that will help control the crisis. The communication from the European Commission on the country-specific recommendations for 2013 within the ADI People European Semester process for 2013 trumpets the acceleration of capitalist restructuring, the attack against the rights of the working class and the popular strata. The deeper integration of the EU member states contributes to the strengthening of the imperialist alliance, to its competition against the other imperialist centers. Those tendencies are served by the aspirations for a common strategy of the EU monopolies through certain steps, like Lisbon Treaty, Europe 2020 strategy, reinforced economic governments, and so on. This tendency, at the same time, coexists with the acute antagonisms within the EU concerning which monopoly groups will strengthen their position, avoid the consequences of crises, etc. Those antagonisms are expressed through centrifugal tendencies within the EU and the euro area. The different orientations of the bourgeoisie in the various member states or sections of capital regarding the euro area, the structure and scope of the European Monetary Union, the different speeds and zones within the EU and the euro area that they are immediately concerned with the particular interests and orientations of the international alliance. Such debates has begun in Greece, without being just a Greek innovation. There are similar opinions in Germany, where a section of the capitalists have founded a party that seeks the exit of Germany from Euro. In the United Kingdom, where the Prime Minister himself talked about a referendum on whether the country should remain in EU, in Italy and elsewhere. The Labour People's Movement must not fail into this dangerous trap. It must not line up behind those false flags of the bourgeoisie sections of it, seeking the exit from the euro area, the return to a national currency, or even the exit from the EU, within the economic dominance and the power of the monopolies remaining intact. The economic crisis intensifies the interstate contradiction, it brings realignments within the EU, and it aggravates the unequal relations of interdependence. It causes a new cycle of imperialist contradictions among the EU and its member states, and other imperialist centers over the control and redistribution of the markets, the land, the energy, natural resources. Therefore, it entails war and imperialist interventions. The imperialist war and the imperialist peace which follows are critical issues for the peoples of Europe. Greece is a member state of the EU, of NATO, and has US NATO bases, and its geostrategic position is of great importance for the conduct of imperialist wars. The recent decision of the EU Foreign Affairs Council on the armament of mercenary groups of opposition in Syria, in essence, paves the way for an open imperialist war in this country and poses serious risks for a general military conflict in the wider region, which the peoples will pay a higher price with their blood. This is why the people's resistance against the new wars and the new interventions of the imperialists are preparing against Syria and Iran is of enormous importance.
Αγαπητοί σύντροφοι και συντρόφισσες, το δίλημμα που έρχεται σε αυτές τις εξελίξεις είναι ένα, με το λαό ή τα μονοπόλια.
The dilemma that we are facing is with the people or with the monopolies.
Τρίτος δρόμος δεν υπάρχει.
There is no third way.
Μόνο το εργατικό κίνημα και η συμμαχία του με τους αυτοαπασχολούμενους και τους μικρούς τους φτωχούς αγρότες μπορεί να σώσει το λαό από τη φτώχεια και την εξαθλίωση, παλεύοντας για την ανατροπή της εξουσία των μονοπωλίων, την κατάκτηση της εργατικής λαϊκής εξουσίας.
Only the labor movement and its alliance with the self-employed and the small farmers can save the people from poverty and misery by struggling for the overthrow of the power of the monopolies.
Ο στόχος για αποδέσμευση από την Ευρωπαϊκή Ένωση, ενταγμένος στη γραμμή ανατροπής, πρέπει να αποτελέσει στόχος πάλης όλων των ευρωπαϊκών λαών.
The objective for the disengagement from European Union, integrating into a line of overthrow, must constitute the objective of the struggle of all the European peoples.
Για μια άλλη Ευρώπη της ειρήνης, της φιλίας των λαών, του σοσιαλισμού, μπορεί να αναδυθεί μόνο μέσα από τα ερείπια του αντιδραστικού οικοδομήματος της Ευρωπαϊκής Ένωσης.
Another Europe of peace, of friendship among the peoples, another Europe of socialism can only and will only emerge from the ruins of the reactionary European Union.
Τέλος, αγαπητοί σύντροφοι και συντρόφισσες, θέλουμε να επισημάνουμε το εξής.
Concluding, my dear comrades and friends, we would like to state the following.
Ο προλεταριακός διαδυτισμός αποτελεί ισχυρό όπλο του κομμουνιστικού και εργατικού κινήματος.
Proletarian internationalism is a very powerful weapon in the communist movement.
Οι απαιτήσεις σε ό,τι αφορά την σύνταξη του εργατικού και κομμουνιστικού κινήματος βάζουν επιτακτικά το ζήτημα της παραπέρα σύνδεσης και έντασης της πάλης μας, της ανάπτυξης των σχέσεων των διμερών, των πολυμερών σχέσεων μεταξύ των κομμάτων μας.
The need for the regrouping of the international communist movement makes today even more eminent to increase the bilateral, the multilateral relations between fraternal communist parties in order to create common action and common struggles.
Από αυτό το βήμα θα θέλαμε να σας διαβεβαιώσουμε ότι θα συνεχίσουμε με μεγαλύτερη αποφασιστικότητα τη δράση μας τα επόμενα χρόνια μέχρι την τελική νίκη. Να είστε καλά, σας ευχαριστούμε.
And from this podium we would like to reassure you that we carry on this significant and important struggle until the final win. And we would like to thank you.
Thank you.